All right, hello everybody. This is going to be part two of our box project drawing here on SketchUp. On my main screen, I'm going to click on my box project, double click, get it started, bring it up. This is where we left off last time. Move it over. So, a couple elements that we want to add. We still have our lid to add. But if you remember the project we're doing in class, got to this point, glued the box together. Now the next thing we did was our hinge mortises and our hinges. So I want to show you guys how we're going to do the hinge mortises and the hinges. And we're going to start on this left side right here. The first thing I want to do is I want to grab our hinge. I want to look at what they have available. I've done this before, so but you can go to components. I just want you to type in the word hinge, Hinge, and hit enter. Okay. This one that comes up right here, comes up the fourth one down here, it says Hinge by Armandus. Okay, it's just got two holes in it. I want you to click on that one. We're going to take a look at that hinge. All right, we'll bring it into our drawing and just click on the edge. We're just going to look at it first. See here, it's highlighted. It's in blue. It treats it like a cube or a rectangle, kind of a box. So we're going to take a look at our hinge, and we need to get some information about it before we do our hinge mortises. Okay, and I'm going to just zoom in on it a little bit here. All right, that's our hinge. It's pretty close to what we used in class. Not the exact same thing, but it's good enough. All right, I want to take my tape measure tool and I want to find out some information about this hinge. All right, so I'm going to go right on the end point of that. I'm going to slide it over. Okay, it tells me that that hinge is 1 inch in length. It tells me right here where my mouse pointer is, right? And it will tell me in the lower left-hand corner. So let me just drag that out again, point to point, we're at 1 inch. Okay, so also I want to see how long we are this way. Okay, and that's 5/8. All right, so it tells me it's 5/8. So I got my hinge, it's 1 inch by 5/8. All right, and then if we look at what the height is, it's telling me it's 3/16. So you might, if you're working on this, you might want to write that down on a piece of paper. You can look at this again. We need to know that before we do our hinge mortise. All right. Okay. I'm just going to hit escape. All right. So I'm going to move this to the side. Pick up a corner. I'm just going to slide it over, get it out of the way for right now. All right. So we did our hinge mortises. We usually did them right here. Right on the edge of the box right here. Okay. Okay. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. This is right where we want to do our hinge mortise, right in this area. All right. So what I want to do is I want to get that hinge mortise right here. I'm going to draw a rectangle. To make sure I have it nice and aligned, I'm going to take my marking or guiding tool, my tape measure tool. I'm just going to make a line that goes parallel. You get that green line right here. All right, it's just giving me a line here that lets me know I'm parallel. So now I've got a guide. I've just got like a line that I'm looking at. So let's grab our rectangle tool. All right, I'm going to click on my rectangle tool. And I'm going to start here. It says that intersection. That's right where I drew my guide point. I'm going to click once with the rectangle tool, and I'm going to drag it out. Do not click again, just leave it there. I'm going to type in the dimensions. We know our dimensions, okay? We know that our dimensions are going to be 5/8, okay, which is what we learned just a minute ago, and then 1 inch, and then I'm going to hit enter. And that's the wrong way, okay? So you're like, okay, so I messed up. All right, so just hit undo. We'll go back to it. Instead of writing 5/8 first, we'll write 1 inch first, and then we'll do 5/8. All right, no big deal. That's our mortise. That's what we want to see. All right. Okay. So I'm going to just erase that little guide point here. All right. That's our hinge mortise, and we measured the depth at 3/16. 3/16. So you would say, okay, I'm doing my hinge mortise at 3/16. and I've done this before. It's not quite, the 3/16 doesn't work out that well. And you would do this from trial and error. But I just wanted to make this video a little shorter. I'm going to push down to do my hinge mortise, right? But I'm going to do 5 30 seconds. Okay, so you guys are going to type in 5/32 down. Okay, so that's our hinge mortise. All right, nice, quick, and easy. Okay, I'm going to slide over and get a better view here. All right, so we'll go back to our hinge, and we're just going to drop our hinge right in. Okay, I'm going to select our hinge. It selects this whole blue box area here. What I want to do is I want to take this corner right here on this hinge, drop it right into this corner right here. Okay, that's the best way to align it. It'll snap right to that spot if you drop it right in the corner. So I'm going to grab my move tool again. I'm messing up here. Select this guy. Grab my move tool. I want to get right on that. They call it the origin and the hinge, but that's just the corner. You just want to click on that corner dot. All right, and then I'm going to slide it right in, and then get it right to that endpoint right there, and it's going to snap right to it. Click one more time. Now it's in place. All right, and that sits in there real nice and neat. Okay. So I did this a couple times. It took me some trial and error, but you can see that's nice and flat. All right, and that's what our hinge mortise will look like. All right, I'm going to do the other side, and I'm going to do it a little quicker. So this video isn't too long. All right. So what I did was I made a guide point or guideline right here. All right, took my rectangle tool, clicked on that right at the intersection, clicked once, drag this guy out. I'm going to do 1 inch, 5/8. That gives me my rectangle. Pull tool, go to my push pull tool. I'm going to push it in. I'm just going to type in 5/30 seconds. All right, that's my hinge mortise. Erase this guideline. I'm going to download another copy of the hinge. And this one, if you get that endpoint and you got that miter in there, it will just fall right in place. All right. So that is the way to do that. All right, I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see both. Readjust here. All right, we got both of our hinges here. All right, pretty cool. Okay, so let's get rid of this. All right, we talked about components a little bit before. We're gonna make our lid. We're gonna do the top, the box top. Okay, but by doing the box top, I just want to work on the box top. I don't want to alter anything that's going on in our box. Our box is in pretty good shape right now. We don't want to mess anything up. So we're just gonna hit save. All right, just to make sure we're getting back there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my select tool. I'm going to do, it's a triple left click. So you're going to click the left button 3 times. All right, it highlights everything. Okay, and what I'm going to do is right click. All right, and I'm going to make this thing a component. So it's kind of like locked. Component number 2, I'm just going to hit OK. You can name it if you want. You don't have to. All right, so now it's kind of like locked in place. All right, okay, so for my lid, rotate a little bit. All right, so our lid was pretty easy. We just want to kind of trace out the box, the perimeter of the box, and our lid was 3/4 of an inch for most of us. All right, so we'll go to the rectangle tool. Click on the rectangle tool, stick it in one corner. Make sure you're on a corner or an endpoint. Okay, so it says my endpoint and component 2. So that's good. I'm going to click once and drag it out all the way to the other corner. Click again. All right, you'll see that that rectangle kind of just highlights the whole area of the box. Okay, and so now once you get that, you got to make sure it's on those two endpoints, or else you're going to have a really wacky looking rectangle. Go to push pull right here, right in the middle, bring it up, and hit escape real quick. Remember to hit the control key on your keyboard, or you want to get that plus sign on there. Okay, so now I got that plus sign. And you'll see down here, it'll tell you the options down the lower left-hand corner. Yeah, push the control sign to toggle the starting face. Okay, and then I'm going to bring this up. Just type in 3/4, and boom, there's our lid. Okay, real simple there. All right, so that looks kind of plain. All right, that's not really what we did. That was just our starting point for our lid. Okay, we put it through the router table and we put a nice edge around it. Okay, I'll show you the technique to do that. All right, it's a pretty cool tool. I use it a lot when I do moldings and things. I'll show you a simple way of doing it here. So I want to just look at this corner here and think about the router bit and the router table that we used. All right, it was just a semicircle, or like an arc. Okay, so there's an arc tool over here somewhere. Right here are the drawing tools. Right here, arc. Okay, we're going to go to the arc tools, and this bottom one right here, we're going to click on arc. Okay, and I'm pretty sure if I bring this out, and just drag it down, I'll get a quarter circle. Okay, so what I did again, I'll undo that. I'll just do it real quick again. Okay, went to the arc tool. All right, went to arc. It's called pi. If you could see it here, it's called the pi arc, the bottom one. I'm going to click in the center of it, the endpoint. I'm going to come out. All right. And about there on the edge. Now, if you look in the lower right-hand corner, it's giving me lengths or dimensions. So let's type in 3/8. Enter. All right, that's going to be our 3/8 point. And then I'm going to just bring our arc down and click again. That just gives us an arc. Okay, so you can type in dimensions, you could do it by eye, whatever you feel like you like. All right, but that'll give you an arc. Sorry, I was drinking coffee. Okay, so let's get a little better look at our box now that we got that arc drawn in. Zoom out a little bit. All right, now what do I do here? How is that going to help me, this arc? All right, I'm going to just rotate a little bit here. You to see what's going on. Okay. There's a tool over here where the push-pull tool is. Okay, this bottom one, not offset, in the middle here, called Follow Me. Okay, this is a cool tool that we're going to use. Okay, we're going to select the path first that we wanted to follow, and then we're going to use this tool called Follow Me, and you're going to see it's going to basically route out this profile. Okay, so first I'm going to select my path. I'm going to go up here to my select tool. I'm going to select just the edges here. See how it's highlighted in blue, that top edge? I'm going to hold my shift key down. I'm going to, you see you get a plus minus sign here on your arrow. I'm going to click that edge. Okay, click that edge. I'm going to click this edge. Click that back edge. So I'm basically just getting the top perimeter of the box here. Okay, to follow. All right, I selected that as a path. I'm going to go to my Follow Me tool, click this Follow Me tool. All right, I just want to click on just our profile, a little pie piece here that we want to cut out. All right, and click on that, and you'll see it'll follow this path. If I just take my mouse pointer, follow the path all the way around, All right, I'm going to go around the edge of the box. See that red dot? It's telling you where it's going. You're just going to follow it, follow it. All right, bring it around, bring it around, bring it around. Right back to the other end point. Make sure it makes a complete path. Okay, and then give it one more click. Boom, there's your lid. Okay. All right, so you could do that with any kind of profile. Like I said, we did a semicircle or an arc. You can do any kind of design you want. I use moldings. I would go into components over here. If I was doing drawings for my clients that needed moldings, I can just type in moldings, molding profiles. Okay, and you get all these crazy, there's just hundreds of molding profiles, different types of moldings, and that's what I would use here. This one's got like 100 moldings in it, and I could just pick a profile and do that same process, and I can put molding on top of kitchen cabinets or any kind of cabinet, any design, without really having to draw it. It saves you a lot of time. That's a cool little, zoomed out there. That's a cool little tool called Follow Me. Okay. All right. So we're pretty good there. Let's hit a save. All right. One other thing I want to do here, since we like to see what's going on here, I want to do a triple click on the top. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The whole top is selected in blue. All right. Do something a little cool here. I'm going to go to one of our move tools and go to rotate. All right. Click the rotate tool. And we're going to click right on the corner of the end point of our lid. I'm going to click once, pull out a handlebar, click again, and we can open our box. All right. All right. Let's see what that looks like. All right. So the hinges don't move with it. I'm sure we can do something for really want to get into some advanced techniques. We could move those hinges with it, but I think that really shows you what's going on with the box. All right. This is the view. I want everybody to kind of give me a nice view of this box opened up. Show me what's going on when you turn in your assignment. All right. I would also like to see, I want to see dimensions. So real quick, we go in, let's see your dimensions, pick a side. I'm having an issue here right now. But we definitely want to select there. So I want to, and if it's not giving you an option with the dimensions, you might have to explode it by selecting it, hit explode, and that'll open it up to doing some dimensions. But I like to see some dimensions for you guys here. Or you can do endpoint to endpoint and then pull the dimension out. All right. So I want to see some dimensions. I want to see the box lid open when you turn it in. So this is where I would, there we go. So endpoint to endpoint, you get the 5 1/4, get the 9 1/2, give me the height. All right, you get the idea. Okay, this is where I want your boxes. Give me a nice view of the box so I can see the whole thing. Okay, try to take up as much of the screen as possible before you do your export or your screenshot. Maybe something nice like this, where I can see the whole thing. Don't do this. I don't even know what I just did. Don't give me a shot all the way back. Okay, give me a shot kind of close. that would be acceptable. All right. So this will be the assignment for now. All right, part 2. There might be a part 3. If not, we'll just hand this in. All right, guys. Take care. I'll talk to you next time.